So what's funny about Halo 2 is the mission the Arbiter is the only mission in the entire game that you're actually required to use a Banshee to beat the mission. So what if I could beat Halo 2's only Banshee mission without actually flying a Banshee? Let's give it a shot!
What's the plan here, Chief?
So the plan was really simple. On the mission The Arbiter, if you play through the mission, you're going to come to the end area where the Banshees are located. Now this part is super simple. All you have to do is get in a Banshee and then cross over to this platform where this door is located, and then if you kill a couple enemies, the door will open and the mission will end. But our goal was to beat this mission without flying the Banshee to this end platform. We were going to see if it was even possible to do this. Somehow, we were going to have to find a way to cross this gap from this tiny little platform that you see below. And how we were going to do this, we had no idea. But our first goal was to play through the mission and get to this part so we can start formulating a plan.
Where's my grapple hook, dude?
I seriously doubt I will ever play Halo Infinite again.
I think it's fun to just, like, every once in a while go back and mess around in the campaign, because I like the mechanics, but everything other than that, it's just all the same thing over and over again. And the story's meh. Grapple. There is no end to the Sentinel Army!
So once we got to the final room before the Banshee platform at the end of the mission, our first idea was to take a purple crate from this room and take it to the Banshee section. Then we would overhang this crate on the edge of the ledge and stack some grenades beneath it. From here, we would throw a grenade at the stack of grenades while standing on top of the crate and hope that the force of the explosion from the crate would hit us so far that we'd go to the end platform. So fast, so efficient. All right, we need a checkpoint now.
On netting, please. Thank you.
And after about 5 minutes of setting this crate up, we accidentally knocked it off the ledge and realized we didn't have a checkpoint anyways, so we wouldn't really be able to make this work. I died. So the reason that we couldn't use the purple crate for a launch is because if you look at this Banshee platform ledge, there's a giant overhanging structure directly above your head. So this means that you can't go up high enough to get over there. Additionally, there's a structure sitting directly between you and the end platform. I naturally gave up on this trick. It wasn't possible. So I wasn't going to try anymore. And there wasn't really a way to get to that end platform anyway. Because there are no enemies and there are not really any items, there's not really a way to get over there without flying. But that didn't stop me from figuring out a way to do this. 3 months later, I had an idea. So there's actually a phantom that spawns in at the Banshee part that if I could get on top of it, I could hypothetically move it to a part where it's outside of the overhang. Boom. Easy. All right. Now all we need to do is grenade it over. So what you're seeing here is I'm throwing grenades off the top of the Phantom and they're exploding just outside of the wings. This is directing the Phantom in the direction that I want to go. Albeit really, really slowly. Okay, I think this should be good. Okay, what I'm trying to do right here is I'm trying to back the Phantom's tail into the wall so I have a flat surface so I don't have a chance of falling off the ledge. So you see right here, I can just hold like this. I'm trying to do a grenade stack like right here, and player 2 can just sit all the way back at the front of the Phantom and he won't be in any danger of falling off the map from the explosion. So that's how we're going to get up here to launch to over there. So in order to do a triple grenade stack, it's actually pretty simple but takes some skill. In order to do this, you first must have the Black Eye Skull on. The Black Eye Skull gives you double overshields for beating down, but your shields don't recharge. Having double overshields from the Black Eye Skull allows us to survive grenade explosions we normally wouldn't be able to. And in Halo 2, you can actually throw 2 grenades at once by overcharging any plasma weapon. What the hell did I just hit? On the cooldown, if you throw it at the right time, you can throw 2 grenades back to back. So hypothetically, I could use a 3 grenade stack to launch to the top of this building, so then I could do another grenade stack with an unobstructed view to the final door platform. But of course, every single time I did one of these grenade stacks and failed, I had to move the Phantom back into position so that its tail was in the wall so I could do it again. Back in. I'm going to do this in OG graphics and then switch to H2A graphics. And after about an hour, this happened. Yes, dude. Oh my god. Worked like a charm. We now have to get to there. Okay, before we get our setup officially started, remember player 2 was sitting on the Phantom at the bottom of the map? Well, we need this player very badly. This player is going to use the same grenade technique to move the Phantom close enough to the platform where the Banshees spawn in. Then, they are going to jump down to this platform. Okay, so now that we're down here, we need to use these Banshees for a checkpoint. So we are going to take one Banshee that spawns in and hit it into another Banshee to try to lodge that second Banshee in the corner nose down. The reason that we're doing this is because we need this Banshee for a checkpoint, but we don't want to meet the definition of flying. I will get in this Banshee, but technically I am not meeting the definition of flying according to this and this. And this. And this. That is, if I get in this Banshee that I've positioned perfectly in this corner to not lift off the ground when I get in it, doesn't lift off the ground. So once I get in this Banshee, I will get a checkpoint, and the Phantom that I rode down here on will start moving throughout the mission, and they will destroy their targets on the way. So while it might take a while, they will inevitably get me a checkpoint. So that's how we're going to be able to repeat attempts once we're on the ceiling. Okay, so I did not actually lift off the ground. Just so you nerds can't say anything. Look. So now that I had this set up, I actually invited my friend Larry over to my house to help finish this trick. Some of you might be familiar with Larry. He's in like 70% of the videos on this channel. So the Piñata Skull in Halo 2 allows you to beat plasma grenades out of your teammates. So every time that you hit him with a punch, a plasma grenade comes out of him. We were going to utilize this skull to stack plasma grenades into a nice, neat pile. Then we were going to light the fuse with a live plasma grenade and use the super combine explosion from the stack of plasma grenades to shoot in a straight enough line that we would hit the back platform of where the final door is located, and then fall a short enough distance so that we didn't die to fall timer. But of course, there is always a problem around the corner. So in Halo 2, the death mechanic is that once a player dies, they don't spawn in until their dead body actually hits a solid surface. And on the Arbiter, there's not really a solid surface, so you fall a vast distance to the bottom of the map. And this can take an extremely long time. We needed to stack roughly 50 to 100 plasma grenades on the corner of this and then organize them in a neat pile. But now I'm going to give you a full-on perspective of exactly how long it takes between player 2's death and their respawn back into the map.
76-foot putt? That's normal for me.
Are you playing
Just golf alley, dude. Yeah. Takes so long to respawn, I get a throw or two in.
Nice. Yeah, I played a couple of matches to Counter-Strike while you've been hitting grenades at me.
Yeah. Dude, I tried to play a match last night when I was really drunk. I was not doing too well. And then my one teammate started roasting me, and then I got self-conscious and I did worse. But he carried us, so it's okay.
Deservedly so, yeah.
Yeah. Like, he had 20... He did how I usually do on Dust. He had, like, 23 and, like, 12 or 15 or something. Dude, the day before yesterday... Yeah, these physics are funky, dude.
So we finally started getting into the rhythm of it,
go.
and after about 30 minutes, we were ready to start stacking all these plasma grenades in a nice, neat pile.
There we go.
It's looking nice.
There we go. Okay, I'm done.
I think that might just get it done.
I'd say so. That's a shit ton of grenades.
Alright, try to put them, like, right here. So now that we had enough plasma grenades, we had to stack them all into a nice, neat pile by shooting them with our plasma pistol. Oh, surprise, because we had to use our plasma pistols to move these plasma grenades, they would constantly overcharge. So just grouping these grenades into a nice little neat pile took about 25 minutes alone. And after a short 5-hour time period later, we were able to get our first attempt in.
That is awesome.
Perfect. I love this. Is such a weird music. This is like something I would expect from like Sims or something. Holy shit!
Burgundy frag.
Yeah, this sounds like Wii Sports music, dude. I'm not trying to hit a trick to Wii Sports.
Wow, this music, yeah, is very strange.
Killing my vibe, for sure.
Yeah, dude, I'm just...
Dude, I am... Wow.
You are be flying. Little pass mark.
Dude, I'm too f***ing good, dude. I'm going so f***ing high. Oh, I figured out the problem. I shouldn't have been jumping in the first place.
Damn, zoomed right past it, dude.
Like that, but not right over the building. I would have made that if I would just say.
God. I'm chomping on the tubes.
Oh, you
You got it, dude. You got it, dude. You got it, dude.
Seriously though, like, I've literally hit every fucking spot except exactly where I need to go. I'm going straight towards it. I'm going straight towards it. Oh, I hit the corner.
Go in.
This is ridiculous.
You got it, Chief. You got it, Scarby.
I can't climb the
Flip
wall.
it in.
No!
Oh! Did you do it? Oh!
Go!
Yes! You f***ing did it! Let's go! Kill those bastards so I can spawn in over there.
Dude, there's so many. It's the part where I pull out the fuel rod cannon, blast myself into smithereens, and we have to do it again.
Woo! Let's f***ing go, dude. Easy game.
That was so easy. Nice! Alright. Cool.